back in the same spot all over again. All right, so we're going to talk about workshop level 2. Level 2 and level 1 are combined. Level 1 is very basic. Level 1 is we go over what can and can't be wrapped, material finishes, types, adhesives, that kind of stuff, all right? Very basic, tools needed, and we go from there, all right? It's not complicated, it takes a couple of hours, and that's your level 1. Level 2 and level 1 are all in the same thing. So we just go right into level 2. It saves you guys money. I'm not trying to, this is not a cash grab. I'm not trying to charge you for level 1 and level 2 and make some kind of elongated course out of level 1. There's no point. I can just get it done in the whole workshop level 2. I'm gonna explain what we do on our day-to-day for level 2 workshop. So we're gonna go through the preparation of the vehicle, what we use, what we don't use, that kind of stuff. Tools we need, what can and can't be wrapped, material types, finishes, adhesives, I did say tools, and then we're gonna get into like squeegee techniques, all right? We're gonna get into like, how do we have to hold the squeegee? How do we squeegee the air? How can we do this in an efficient way, in a productive way? We're gonna show you how to use the air egress, air release, and we're gonna show you how to make more air release. So by holding the edges up, stuff like that, so we can speed the process up. In the end, we want to get good and efficient and quick with this. You don't want to be spending a lot of time. When you're doing chrome finishes like chrome, yes, you got to take a little bit more time and care and squeegee a little bit slower. But again, by creating air release, it helps make things a lot easier and faster. The materials possibilities and limitations. So the materials possibilities and limitations, meaning how far can we push the film? I'm going to show you how far you can push the film, and then we're going to push it further than where we should. And we're going to see what happens with all that kind of stuff. It's all about testing and figuring it out. You know, sometimes I've wrapped a mirror 20, 30 times just to get it right. Yeah, it's a little obsessive, right? But we want to make sure we're doing a good job. Fingering, wrinkling, and wrinkles, all right? We're going to show you how to deal with those, why they happen, where they come from, and how to get rid of it. Reading the wrinkles, so reading the film, reading what's happening with the film. We got to understand, it's like when we're playing pool, and one of the guys said it over this past weekend. He said, you're setting yourself up for the next shot. That's what you're doing when you're wrapping a car. You're setting yourself up for the next shot. Especially when you get into higher end finishes like chrome, becomes very critical and very crucial. That we set ourselves up for the area that's coming up. It's just the way you got to work with the film. Glassing, conforming, laying into recesses, stuff like that. These are things that I teach in my videos, yes, but I can teach you hands-on here. You're gonna learn a lot. Even we had lava print here, and I think the owner has been doing it for 20 years, and he said that he learned a ton. I got a video of that. We'll include it all I'm gonna put a little collaboration of videos together for the workshop we had this weekend. But yeah, he said he's learned a lot. And I've taught other guys who've wrapped 100, 200 cars, and they learn a lot. They learn techniques that you wouldn't normally use or even think to use. But we're going to go into approaching a panel with help. So how do we do this with a partner? Then we're going to go to approaching a panel alone. How do we do this alone? That means like removing backing paper, cutting off excess film, stuff like that, prepping it, getting the vinyl on there initially, that kind of stuff, and keeping it clean. Easier to do with 2 people than it is 1 person. But nice that I can teach you with both, solo and with help. Relaxing the film's edges, pre-stretching with and without using heat, depending on the room temperature. It could be hot in here, it might not be, so you might have to add heat, you might not have to add heat, really depends. Post-heating, what it does, when to use it, how to do it, and all that fun stuff about it, why it works. That's day 1, guys, all right? We're gonna get into, this is 3 days, so we're getting into day 2. I'll try and make this short and sweet. Get into day 2, we're working on our cutting and our trimming. Like the guy from Lava Print, he had experience cutting, they do mostly print. So color changes gotta be more thorough, they gotta have to look more like paint. We have to be more detailed in what we're doing and more careful in what we're doing, especially when it comes to cuts. You can get away with slipping a little bit on a print, because in the end, the customer's a lot different. They're just satisfied with seeing their logo, their name, the phone number, all that stuff laid out straight, and it looks good. Perfect. Wrapping around edges and making corners pretty. Some print shops make them look really good. Others don't. Most don't, for the most part, from what I see out there. And go have a look at the next print wrap you see on the street. You'll see it. We're gonna work on corners and the different types and different ways to wrap them. Shrinking the film around the corners, edges, and surfaces. Knifeless tape. All right, we're gonna touch on knifeless tape. I'm not a Knifeless accredited or anything like that. We're just gonna use it, and I'm gonna show you how to use it, because most people get a little confused on how to get the string out of there and where to run it and how to run it and that kind of stuff. So I can show you all that. I do show you all that. Seams, where to use them, how do we do them, and why do we do them. I'm not gonna talk about it. You have to come to the workshop, or you can watch some of the videos. Inlays, again, where to use them, how do we do them, and why. Recessed areas, high and low points, and post heating those areas. All right, there's always going to be a recess on the car that we can't lay into, we have to stretch into. You do your best to lay in as much as you can, but if you can't, then you're going to have to bridge the gap and stretch the film in there. And we're going to talk about the highs and the low points, and that might be something you've never heard before. Damaging the film during installation. Is it recoverable or not? How do we recover it? Horizontal, vertical surfaces, the difference between the two, the way the film handles and reacts when you're laying horizontal or vertical surfaces. We're going to talk about film's characteristics like banding, glue lines, and adhesive particles. Like, these are like characteristics, meaning like the negative, the flaws in the films, all right? And all the films have these. Then you get onto a solo fender wrap, solo mirror wrap, solo door handle wrap. Can't really wrap a door handle with someone anyways. I suppose you could if you had really small hands, but then that's day 2. We're gonna get into day 3. We got a bumper wrap, all right? We're gonna get onto the bumpers. These are always fun, and we spent most of day 3 doing bumpers, all right? We did them over and over and over again because they weren't coming out good, and everything else was coming out good. The bumpers, on the other hand, were not. So we got into doing bumpers, then we got into doing chrome bumpers by the end, which is cool. We did them like 3 times, 4 times each. So the rear bumper with help, rear bumper solo. Now we may or may not get to solo. I will show you how I do it solo in person. I do expect you to be able to do it by the end, but having a little bit of help just gets you going, all right? So doing it with someone, then we have a front bumper wrap with help and solo. I'm gonna show you how to use tack reducer, where we use it, why we use it, how much it helps with the films other than Vivid. 3M on it, for example. Avery, you don't really need it. 3M, Arlon, back when they had Arlon, it's not around anymore. Oracal, Hexus, those are very tacky films. It helps a lot. Then we're gonna get into chrome. How it works, its limitations, thickness, its tack, how it tacks, stretching the chrome, using heat, without using heat, using seams on the chrome, the difference between satin chrome and gloss chrome, big differences, and how they hold up as far as installation goes. Damaging the chrome, we're going to purposely damage it and show you the different ways it can be damaged. Knifeless tape and the chrome. We're talking about Vivid's chrome, because you can't cut Avery chrome with knifeless tape unless you get the PPF line. I'm pretty sure. But you can cut Vivid's chrome with any knifeless tape. Self-healing, the self-healing possibilities. Cutting freehand on top of panels using a scoring technique. And then glide free hand cutting, all right? So these are the things that we're gonna go over during 3 days. You're gonna work hands-on with the film. We're gonna blow through tons of film, and you're gonna learn as much as you possibly can. I'm gonna make sure that the class sizes are always limited. We cap them out at 4, sometimes 5. We had a 5th this weekend, just because Aaron here from Concept wanted to learn, and I was happy to teach him. And these guys are more than good to me, so hey, Aaron joined the class. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a ton. But yeah, class sizes are limited to 4 people. That way, I can focus on you guys, all right? It's easy to focus on 2 people at a time, or individuals when it comes to that. That's why my training will be different than 3M's or Avery's. Their training is also very dated. So if you want to get into training that was designed 8, 9, 10 years ago, Go for it. You want to wrap some walls? Go for it. You want to wrap some floors and windows? Go for it. You want to learn how to wrap a car and do a color change? Come see me, guys. I got the training and I know it's worth it. I'm not charging a lot either. I'm charging a lot less than everyone else. And yeah, and with the help of Vivid, we got some cool products here. You guys get to walk away with some stuff, and that's it. Keep us in mind. If you want to check out the website, www.ckwrapstoronto.com. I'm going to get Vivid to probably list it on their website as well. That way, you can kind of go to either one, figure it out. Just because this is Vivid certified training. This will teach you how to work with any film though. It's not limited to Vivid. So, like I said, I will show you the difference between 3M, Avery, Vivid, and all those guys while you're here. That way you can pick and choose. I don't push any film on you. I have my own opinion about what works and what I like to use, and you will too. And that's it, guys. So, hope you enjoyed this video talking about our level 2 workshop. I will do a video on the level 3 workshop. I'm still ironing out a couple of things because it's very advanced. So we're going to be doing 2 days chrome, all chrome, maybe a little brush metal, but it's mostly chrome. If you can handle chrome, you can handle anything else. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button to see more. Thanks for watching. Take care.